Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Alma, Missouri. It is winter, and why, oh why am I mowing grass? Why ask why? If you can do it, have fun. What is up? Waylon, General Smith, Tookie's got the same white stuff falling from his sky. Christy Vine, welcome. Welcome. If you want a little icon next to your name, those are channel members. There's a link down below the video. It says join, a join button. We have different levels of membership, and depending on how long you've been a member of the channel, you'll get a different icon, and your name will be in green. It's just another way of supporting the channel. Hillbilly Farmer's got rain. We had rain all day. I tried to find out how much rain we got all day, and well, all the websites failed me. But I can tell you what, it was a lot. It was a lot of rain. Nathan, thank you very much. Hope you're enjoying Alma, Missouri yourself. You know what? I looked up a little bit of trivia. So what is 1 inch of rain equivalent in snow? Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your guesses down below. If you took 1 inch of rain and converted it to snow, how much white stuff would be on the ground? It's getting a little dark. I do want to get this field mowed before I break for the night, because I don't want snow to accumulate, because I can't mow the grass if it's covered in snow. No guesses, no takers on how much snow is 1 inch of rain? Well, I looked it up. And it's depending on how cold it is. It could be kind of like heavy snow. It could be light and fluffy. Right? Depends. But yeah. General Smith has it there. Approximately 13 inches of snow is 1 inch of rain. I tell you what, I think I'd have a couple feet of snow on the ground between what we got on Saturday and now what we've got today. At least 2.5 feet of snow. Where's the beef? It's back at the farm. We gotta feed some cows. They are dangerously low on food too. And tonight, you will tell me, what are we gonna do? Am I gonna buy the dairy or am I gonna buy the bakery? We're buying one of them tonight. We're making actually about $10,000 a night, even with our $9,000 loan payment. Oh, and we're also running out of gas. That's okay. We're just gonna run it till she's dry. We're not buying a poplar. We don't do forestry anymore. We save that for you on Nowhere, Kansas. Man, the way it's coming down out there, you'd think it was like a blizzard. And we only have 3 hours on this darn thing. Rev counter, what's up? What is up? No, we're not gonna get any of that. No good sales today. Exactly, Ravenhawk, in real life. In real life, a big portion of the United States was under a huge winter storm. Lots of folks were affected. Rain, rain, go away, come back as snow another day. Isn't that how it goes? So, yeah, the rain stopped here. I think we might get a little bit of rain banding coming through overnight. Oh, ice is the worst. Ice is the worst. Although second to ice is like a half inch of slush. A half inch of slush is awful. I got to work today, slipped 3 times on the way in from the car to the building because we had like about a half inch of slush on the sidewalks, parking lots, stairs. It was terrible. I don't think the rain was supposed to start until mid-morning, but it was raining at 6:30 when I got up. And didn't really let up until probably right about an hour ago. So 12 hours of heavy to light rain non-stop. Yeah, the only thing you can do on ice is go for a ride. You'll end up wherever the ice wants to take you. So, Simply Spiked Lemonade. They didn't have any they didn't have any mint milk. You had to get spiked lemonade instead. We had just rain over the weekend. Rain today. Welcome to my land, where it's mud season. From January through April. This will complete our second full cut of grass since we started the map. And I was starting to wonder why does, when you get to winter, why does the grass go down one stage? Like in real life, the grass doesn't shrink in the winter. It's the same height as it was if you never cut it. So why in game do we lose a stage of grass growth? Twitter, happy New Year. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to winter in Missouri. It's December, and I've decided that since the game will let me mow the grass in December, then I'm going to do it. Because I could use the money, and I could use the hay. Tonight, you will decide, are we going to buy the dairy, or are we going to buy the bakery? One costs $60,000, one costs $70,000. Right now we're sitting pretty at $76,000, so we got a huge nest egg to spend away here. Also curious what type of weather you all have had today. It has been constant rain all day long for me. Sounds like some of you have also had the rain. Let me know in chat how the weather's been. I think General Smith said it was nice and sunny. Hillbilly Farmers had rain. Tukey's had a little bit of snow. Cold wind. We didn't have any wind today. It was supposed to be windy and rainy, but no wind. The wind was away from us, I guess. We just had rain. Static MS. Snow in Bulgaria. I want to finish this field out, and then we're going to mix up some TMR to get us through the night. We're going to sleep in and see what the heck is going on in January. Then we'll probably speed through winter to get to the point where we can plant corn. When does corn get planted here in Alma? Corn is on April planting. You're down with that? Well, if you've had an inch of snow and then you've got back to rain, that snow's not going to last long. Or it's going to get ultra crunchy overnight. With a nice ice layer on top. Like 20 minutes ago, it was pretty bright here in the game. And then right before the stream started, it got dark. It's only 4:53. Come on, man. So another big mod drop today. No maps, but lots of vehicles, implements, lots of updates. Some prefabs also went down. Those of you that checked out the mods, what's your fave? What are the one that you're adding to your game save? Imagine if you could only add one mod a day. Which one would you add from today's batch? They had a motorcycle. I remember that. They had a Fendt tractor. Some placeables. Also in the mix. Fillable ISBC container. Orland, the Dark Zone, welcome. How are you doing tonight? We're playing in the Dark Zone. At least for now, don't worry. We'll move on soon enough. That's right, no John Deere mods. It was a good day in the mod hub. I don't think I said a Z. I said Orland. The Dark Zone. Oh, Dark One. And here we go. All right, we're done. Something else that I found out with this mod, maybe other mods. If you load this up, if you load a save up with this mower, and the mower head was attached, oddly enough, it's like when you lower the deck, it lowers it too far and actually raises the front wheels off the ground, or takes enough weight off the wheels that you can't drive it. The only way I've been able to fix that problem is to disconnect and reconnect the mower deck. That seems to fix it. I don't know if anyone else has run into that. Because I ran into it because we had mowed all of our grass one day, and then I parked this thing in the shed, came out to do it at the second mowing, and I couldn't get more than 10 feet. And I was like, why I can't go anywhere. Just the front wheels would be spinning. I'm like, this is ridiculous. This worked. And 5 or so minutes later, I'm like, all right, let's do this. So I disconnected the head, reconnected it, and presto, it raised up higher than it was before and lowered higher than it was before. So I've had it happen 3 or 4 times since. So just general word of warning, which makes me wonder. I had a grain header on my harvester, and I ran into a similar problem with that, and I start to wonder now if maybe simply disconnecting and reconnecting would have worked. All right, let's go mix some TMR up, and then we will fast forward through the night. A Hauer SGS 2600. That would be your mod of choice for today. Well, Scooter, that would imply that I played on the map. I haven't touched it since I did the video. So my opinion really doesn't change from the minute after I've done the video to a month after I've done the video. Other than the fact that I don't remember any part of the map. Other than I like that one farm down south. I guess the white farm to the north that was unmarked. That was kind of my second preferred farming area. Oh, the mixer's in the ship. Oh, we've come out into the blizzard. So I have already taken the liberty of delivering a couple more loads of hay. So we know we got one of that, one little straw bale, one hay bale, and then 2 silage bales. Will do us. We don't have our weight on the back. We gotta lift 1 marshmallow at a time with no weight on the back. There isn't. I should start one. Silage is heavy. It's a very large moisture content. No, we don't make cookies. We don't bake cookies here. Although a nice oatmeal raisin cookie's good. As long as it's soft and chewy. Peanut butter cookies are nice. You can't go wrong with chocolate chip. Oh, I can't. Hold it. Hold it, horses. There's your pole. There's thy pole. All right, let me mix up another round of TMR, and then we'll make it morning. No, you can't vote for both. We are playing a sustainable gameplay, and we cannot sustainably buy both. At least not right now. Iced oatmeal cookies. Tuki has a thing for Popular. He's a little messed up in the head. There we go. Schultz, what is up? We're making butter when we buy the dairy, and we're going to be making bread when we buy the bakery. At least for now. Where did the... Why is TMR not accepted here? We just did it. You silly, silly thing. Oh, there it was. Well, in the end, we're going to be buying both. I already own the flour mill. So we got flour, we got milk for the cows. So, all right, morning time. Morning time, then we're buying it. Better get your votes in. Better get your votes in quick. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Oh, Tuki's slow with putting his cables. Oh, we got snow everywhere. Snow everywhere. Okay. And the dairy has won. Well, do you prefer the connection now? Now we're proud owners of the dairy. Does it still have any? Nope. Nope. Doesn't have any. No cheese. No chocolate. Let's go haul some milk. Oh, wait. We should put the straw in here. We're gonna be slipping and sliding. Who had a slip and slide growing up? You know, that plastic wrap that you covered with water. Good day, Dozer. Good day. In fact, you know what? Let's say thank you to the Paxiron and Chasey Dog. Thank you for being farm barons. Change are for what's this? Ravenhawk, we live. The slide. And to poke holes in our fence. Sax Daddy, what's up? Welcome to the party. Slip and tip. What, did you slip on? Did you slip on something then tip the waitress? Sounds like a convoluted millennial game. Avery, what's up? My question to you, Scooter's Workbench, is now that the map's been out for a while, what is your thoughts on it? All right, butter, and we're just going to sell the butter for now. We are basically selling everything else that we're making. And then we're going to need the butter for something downline. I think it's the cornbread that we're going to make, the cornbread cakes or something at the bakery. It's global warming, Burgess. Global warming. I saw a headline that 2023 was the hottest year on record. Snow is the thing of the past. Everyone now gets to relish in my winter, which is just wet rain. Cold, wet rain. I don't know, Schultz. I don't know. It sounds like that was a very wasteful game if there was tipping of alcohol. Rabbit Rob, what's up, sir? What is up? How's everybody this fine Tuesday? "31 months as a farm king." What are you doing? What are you doing? Thank you very much, sir, for the continued support. Who came around and put snowmen in front of all these businesses? Who's got time to do that? Check our animals. Yeah, we're gonna make corn flour next year once we buy the cow. Let me mix up a couple more batches of TMR, and then we're gonna go. Oh, we're gonna go bale that grass we cut. Oh, I don't plan on doing this. No, we're not buying that. We're not pumps and hosing anything either. Let's go see if our pond is frozen over or not. Avery, how much snow did you get? If you answered earlier, I didn't see. Who's been watching and following the CES news? We're starting to get announcements on lots of things coming out. Some new GPUs. I strongly encourage waiting to see how they perform from the reviews, but most of them are just going to fill the slots between one product model and the other. I feel like we got like 2 inches of rain. And I looked up how much an inch of rain is in snow. I feel like I've been gypped out of like 2.5 feet. It's interesting how we get snow tires on the tractor, but the trailer is void of those. Maybe that was a little mistake, a little exclusion from Giants, or maybe it's just configured to take way too long. What type of pizza? Hawaiian pizza, which apparently was invented by a Canadian. And if you want to understand, Hawaiian pizza in Hawaii is like, you know, anti-Hawaiian. William, what's up? What is up? You know what else does not belong on pizza? Ranch dressing. So what's a Colorado pizza? Is a Colorado pizza like a Rocky Mountain oysters? So, like, hold the anchovies, double down on Rocky Mountain oysters. I heard also that apparently now it's illegal to eat dog meat in North Korea. Or no, South Korea. And the only thing that concerned me about that statement was that it had to be made a law. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen snow covered on the greenhouses. Is that window open? Oh my gosh. How's snow not coming in that window? Vegan? No, vegan pizza is California. The only thing ranch dressing is good on is bacon cheese fries. I might have to make myself some bacon cheese fries. I did not know that, Schultz. But now it kind of makes sense why they would claim to be so colorful, but they're not. just the front fender. How many parts was in that? Oh no, I messed up my stack. Terrible things are happening here. It is creepy with that red-eyed horse out front. Stay away from the Denver airport. Look, 2 jobs, 1 trip. All right, off we go. Oh, is that like a little community airport? Municipal airport? Alright, here we go. Don't you love this? Snow can't form or lay where there's something already on the ground. This is exactly why I wanted to finish mowing yesterday. Only the most realistic gameplay. Schultz. That's what we strive for here. Ultra realism. I do wish we had rotting. Maybe that'll come in the next farm sim with their adventure into the seasons. Although there's a caveat to that. So I really did not necessarily agree with hay bales and straw bales rotting if left uncovered. There are plenty of farmers that I see that have rows upon rows of unwrapped hay bales along the edge of the field. And while, yes, a small portion of that bale is no good as a result of being exposed to the weather, it doesn't go all the way to the core if the bale is dense enough. So a significant portion of the bale is still fine and dandy for probably most animals other than prized racehorses, and you wouldn't be feeding that to them anyway. So windrow, I can see windrow rotting, windrow scattering to the wind, rain, you know, beating down the ground. It basically becomes unusable. But a finished made bale, I think that should be safe. Maybe over the course of a year you lose 10% of its capacity. Maybe as a way to kind of find a happy medium. But that's what we're doing here. We've laid out all of our straw bales, our hay bales, and silage bales. I'd like to be able to wrap hay bales and not turn into silage. Just wrap them to protect them. That happens too. Well, Rev, of course. Of course. That's why the default seasonal geo was kind of a UK-based geo, or from part of the UK. We are a byproduct of our localization. We know what we know what we've experienced, what we see around us. Interesting enough, farming is so diverse, not only from one country to the next, but one part of the country to the next, in both farming practices, on how you handle your hay, straw, or grass, how you handle your field prep, what you need to do on your field prep, depending on the type of soil you have in your environment. So I like it because I've got this thing about having, you know, random bits and pieces on the field. I also am not going to go around and try to collect every single bit. So I like to see it go away as opposed to just carry over constantly. I'd like to see the modification of how the crop counter is implemented to make it easier or better, such that modders can make modded crop counters that are easily dropped in and don't require manipulating of files within the map, which would then also make them available to console players, right? This map has a custom crop counter. I'd like to be able to plop this into any map. That doesn't require you going into the map files. That would be nice to get back to that. So little maps have custom growth calendars. Frozen ground, not being able to do field work if the ground is frozen, for sure. But we'll see, because of course, you know, 22 was the first iteration of seasonal cycles being built in, the concept being built into the base game. Hopefully there was further enhancements planned, and as such coming to the next farm sim, which of course will hopefully be this fall. We'll see. Yeah, you know, because it's got to swap out files, I think, in the map, right? And maybe to do it outside the map, there's a script that's got to be involved. And therefore, it eliminates its availability from console players. And I'm not the PC player that just ignores and forgets about consoles. I'd like for as much as possible there to be feature parity between all platforms for players. Avery, I would hope so. I don't know what games are coming out in 2024 that are going to support PS4 and Xbox One. But I would have to think a vast majority of those titles are only supporting PS5 and Xbox X and S. Because the PlayStation 5 released November 12th, 2020. 2020. We are 3 years past PS5 being released. Xbox X released just a few days earlier, November 10th, 2020. Now, of course, we had the pandemic. We had the great shortages of everything. So when Farm Sim 22 released 1 year later, November of 21, there was a whole lot of folks that wanted a PlayStation 5, wanted an Xbox Series X, and couldn't get their hands on one because they just weren't available. Now, availability is pretty much you just walk in a store, pick it up if you want it. 3 years have passed. If Farm Sim 25 is going to be a thing this fall, 4 years will have gone by since the release of both of those platforms. 4 years. There's no reason at that point that someone who wanted one, hasn't gotten one, other than just general economic pressures of not having the money. But at that point, you know, because the game will always be developed for the lowest common denominator. And I would hate to think that the lowest common denominator is something that was released in 2013. 11 years ago at this point. If Farm Sim 25 is the thing, and if it's released in November of 2024, it would have come out 11 years after the PlayStation 4. And the Xbox One released November 22nd, 2013. So both are basically on the same release year. Right? $11. 11 years, not $11. 11 years. It's time to put that thing to bed. would like the lowest common denominator to be the Series S. Will consoles be able to run 4X maps at that point? I don't know if that's the magic sauce. Dropping the old platforms, but it sure as hell isn't gonna help the fact keeping them around. X-Ray, yeah. I mean, I bought a Xbox One probably in 2021. Yeah. Probably May of or June of 2021. Because our daughter wanted one for her birthday. Her birthday was in April. And I basically laughed at her. Because she didn't mention anything about it until like a couple weeks before her birthday. And I'm like, yeah, those things are not available anywhere. But I managed to get one a couple months after the fact by using their lease mechanic, where you could lease an Xbox for like $35 a month for 2 years, and it also included 2 years of Game Pass. And if you factored up your total number of payments, how much you've paid, it was basically the retail price of an Xbox plus the retail price of Game Pass or something, right? So it wasn't scalped, it wasn't overpriced compared to suggested retail. But trying to buy one outright, they were just not around. The only availability were the ones that were held for the lease programs. I know it's 2021 because we just discovered that the Game Pass had expired. So, I hope so. And I would love if, consoles again could support 4X maps. I think those players would get an interesting kick out of a map that is significantly larger than they've ever experienced. So what? I mean, don't the new Xboxes have an HDMI port? Pretty sure that's how I got my Xbox One hooked up downstairs for the daughter. Time will definitely tell. Time will definitely tell. Oh, HDMI in. I'm not the fastest reader, so I kind of skip over things. Sell all these bales. Because I feel the bales we have at the farm are more than enough to get us by. Even if I didn't do any more bales all of next year or all of this year. Yeah, Rev, I don't know if there's any information out there on crop calendars and editing those. What's up, CFL? Saskatchewan, how you doing? I don't think it is CFL Saskatchewan, but you can always go back and watch my 2-year anniversary live stream and compare for yourself. Well, I think your better question, CFL, is, are the maps made for 17 better than the maps made for 22? Saying a game is better because the map has larger fields is like saying that a car is better because it has leather straps on its hood or something. And a better is very, very subjective. So if you don't like huge fields, you would say is the exact opposite. FS17 is worse because more maps had huge fields. Good morning, David. How is your Wednesday? It's hump day down there in the great Aussie land. Feature for feature, Farm Sim 17 is not better than FS22. Feature for feature, base game compared to base game, it is not better, unless you consider the sky. If you feel a high resolution static skybox that doesn't change from day to day is better, then you could say it's better. But that would be, I think, the only thing, in my opinion, that would make 17 better than 22. The 19, I think, is better than 17, yes. The big downgrade from 17 to 19 was the sky. '19 was when we had our first introduction of the dynamic sky. The ever-changing sky, the generated clouds that really didn't look the greatest. 22 sky looks better, and it's still dynamic. Well, if you like huge fields and you cannot lie, then you need to go download Nowhere, Kansas and have fun making a 16x field. Fields can be as big as you want. Poor Dwayne is still harvesting wheat. After 90 hours of gameplay, he's not done his first harvest yet. CFL, I'm sure FS22 will get more headers. Somebody out there is going to make them. If they'll be mac'd on, I don't know. The only way to know for sure is to go, is to mod some yourself. You can make a mod by signing up over at the Giants Development Network, downloading the Giants editor, and go to town. Well, I'm sure they won't hold that against you, being an Oilers fan and all. I am 100% using the auto stop mod for baling. That's why Beep says it gets up to 90%. I just have cruise control turned on, and I can hang out and chat with you guys. I only have to worry about turning around at the end. Jake, stay warm. 8 to 10 inches of now blowing snow. Sun comes up tomorrow, you'll see what type of state everything is in. Hopefully you can get out your door. That is over at lsfarmingmods.com. The auto stop mod. And then I set GPS on the baler to be the same width as the swather, right? So I can just lock in a course and be good to go. Oh, you know, Jake, it never works that way. You know, it never works that way. They always blow where you don't want it to go. Donald with the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you very much. Dozer, you are not Dozer. David's now a member. Avery's a member. Artemis, Sim Lover, and Calvin. Congratulations, everybody, for becoming a member. I have no idea what you just typed in. There's our butter. Yep, we're pumping it out. All right, good. Oh, now you're getting rain, eh? Although this baler's capability of just picking up hay in reverse. Oh, no, it's just... I mean, you can tell it to auto unload by itself. That's a base game feature. So yeah, it unloads by itself. But that's not a mod. And probably one more siren. And then we'll be done. So, I mean, this baler's one that they recently added to the game. It's a base game baler now. Combo wrapper baler. It was part of the base game, or the base map starting equipment. I just kept it around. So the only baling mods that we're using is the auto stop, and then the we're using the net wrap mod so that we have a consumable that we go through. And that's what's giving the bales those stripes. So it's 20 inches of snow and 6 meters, 6 centimeters. I don't know what you're intermixing your measurements. So 22 inches. So yeah, the net wrap. I like the net wrap add-on. Where is it? It's called the twine add-on, I guess. No, there's a twine add-on and a net wrap add-on. Where's it? Oh, it's right up here. So of course there's a bunch of balers, and then there's Kloss, Fent, John Deere, Krone, Kuhn, Kuberland. Right, there's a bunch of different models of net wrap. And you can see what all the net wraps look like. The different brand colors. So we've got the Massey Ferguson wrap. So it's kind of a cool thing. Right now we have 763 meters worth of wrap left. And that's what happens. We make a bale and then we wrap it, right? So we don't use any of the net wrap until after the bale's made. Then it pauses, it wraps it. And then once it's wrapped it, then it spits it out the back. So using the net wrap does make the baling a little bit longer, right? It adds another process. But I kind of like it. See, right now, we're at 763 meters. And now the bale's made. Now we're unwrapping. And we've used now 725 meters. So 35, 45, 55. Nearly 40 meters worth of wrap. That seems like a lot. That seems like an awful lot of wrap. Yes, Scott. We were able to put water in. Now, I don't have the sheep. I have this farm here, which just says cows. I sold this farm. So we're not farming over here. I'm farming over here. Alright, catch you later, Burgess. Jake's got himself 10 points. Soon you'll have more. Yeah, it's a requirement for Icelanders that they have to act human. It's no longer a requirement for those in Massachusetts because we know it's not nearly possible. Oh, now the baler has, oh, we got another layer of snow. Now the baler has snow tires. What the heck is going on now? But the tractor didn't. I feel like that we've got animated Bale or belts, right? It'd be nice if these belts had joints, like the where is it? You know, the Vermeer baler. Since it's got those belt joints. Be nice if they put those in on other balers. At that point, right? That's one reason why I kind of like that Vermeer baler is the joints on the belts. Just that extra level of detail. Really wish we had not only net wrap consumables for our balers, but we also had you know, the plastic wrap. I wish that was a consumable too. So I'd kind of maybe like to see more consumables show up in the next game. talked about placeable buildings, buildable buildings. So you want to do a homestead gameplay? How about you come in and you place your farmhouse foundation, and then you go off and you deliver it some logs. And after you've delivered enough logs, you start building your farmhouse, right? Then once you've delivered enough logs, your farmhouse gets built. And then you can progress onto a equipment shed to store your fledgling equipment in that you're slowly accumulating. You can build, maybe deliver some planks, and a chicken house gets built at your farm. Maybe you want to put a fence up. Maybe you draw your fence perimeter, and instead of getting a fence, you just get some stakes, defining where the fence will be after you deliver enough fence posts. Or fence posts and planks. Kind of merge construction simulator and farming together. It's not the roller coaster map, it's Silver Run Forest, but yes. Take the roller coaster concept, take the shipbuilding, piano building on Sri Lanka, and expand that. So, you know, you want this farmhouse, right? Well, let's say $10,000 you can put down the foundation, right? Let's say the foundation for this is $5,000. But then you have to start delivering it goods. Shingles, maybe metal rolls for the roof, and logs, planks, whatever. And then the farmhouse gets built. And then you want to build a little shed, right? So you gotta, not that's little, but you know, you gotta deliver the product. And if you wanted to just have the building, then you could pay more for it and get the building pre-built and plop it in. But if you want to build it up, you want a homestead type of a gameplay, start from true scratch. Yeah, placeable, fully customizable, fully placeable animal pens. Right, base game now, you put down a cow building. You don't get manure until you put down a manure heap next to it. Okay? What if you put down, you place the nav mesh for your cows, a la, let's say, an open cow pasture mod. And then you place down your feed trough where you wanted it. It had to be a certain distance away from the nav mesh. You wanted water? Well, then you had to put that down a certain place, again, for the nav mesh. But you got to pick where you wanted it. So just, you know, taking the building your farm out, just taking it to the next level. R2, R3 next levels. And if you don't want to do that, you just want here, I just want this building, put it down and have cows, that's fine. Right, you can do that. Farm Renovator. Yeah. Just take everything that we have down Farm Sim, but then just add that on top. Diane, what is up? Glad you could be here. Stay safe, stay warm, and stay dry. All of those were rather difficult things to do today. We're baling in the middle of winter because we can. We're almost done though. Six to 18 inches, nice. Maybe not nice. Depending if you have some place you need to be. We didn't get anything but a bunch of rain. A whole heap ton of rain. Oh, come on. We have 2%. There we go. We're gonna get our 2% over here. Farm Sim Jim, welcome back. Good deal, good deal. Made 456. Oh my gosh. I just drove over a Bale I didn't even see. Let's say we made 456 bales so far. No snow. We had, I guarantee we had 2 inches of rain. I got up at 6, a little after 6. They already put a 2-hour delay on school because it was like 32 degrees and raining. So at that point, right, it could glaze into ice instantaneously. So best to wait and let the kids go to school once the sun's up. And yeah, it was just rainy all day. I think we had a high of 41. 41 in rain. I got to work it was colder at work. They had like 6 inches of slush on the ground, which, you know, is slick as snot to try to walk on. Slipped 3 or 4 times going from the car to the office building because the sidewalks were covered and that slush. Steps were covered. It was terrible. Farm Sim Canuck, what's up? We're getting all our northern friends joining us tonight. Digby, what's up? We don't need OSHA. We're on our own land. OSHA can stay the hell away. You don't have ice cleats in slush. You might as well just walk around in ice cleats in the middle of summer. Walter, I would guess supply and demand. More people are buying Gen 4 drives. Well, no, Gen 5 is the thing, right? So probably supply and demand with respect to more and more companies are manufacturing Gen 5 drives as opposed to 4. So just like the classic DDR4 will get more expensive once it becomes more rare. General price creep because of winter. Or because of Christmas, you know. That would be my guess. I saw there was a mod drop day today to turn off pedestrians. I think I missed my turn. Yeah. I didn't look too closely at it, but it looked like it was named Disable Pedestrians. I like to see dynamic pedestrian clothing. So in the wintertime, they wear, you know, winter outfits. That would be nice. There we go. Oh, we keep this up, we might be able to buy the bakery too. But that's $60,000, maybe. One way to find out. Yep, 60K. 60K. I mean, we got a lot of deco placeables with the premium expansion. Tons of fences. Some actually usable deco buildings. All the deco sheds had operable doors. That'd be interesting, Walter. I'd like to be able to toggle vehicle traffic, not just on and off, but to toggle it from left and right-hand drive. How about that? To where if you're on a map and you don't necessarily want the driving side that the map traffic drives on, that you are able to change it. Lots of maps have two-way traffic already, so it'd just be flipping the bit as to which direction the traffic goes on which spline. Maybe you'd require maps to always have bi-directional traffic splines. That would be neat. $21 bales is what we're going to end up here. Then we'll fast forward to February. See how much money we have in the bank. Because we need to get a corn planter also. By April, if I'm remembering right. No, we're not gonna Hannibal. Oh, Diane, I don't even... Dogs can just go away. It's like dogs, oil sea radish, both things I never touch. Now, if the dog was more useful, that might be interesting. Let's make sure my cows are good. Yep. Farm cats would be nice because then we could add rodents to the mix. And you had to have a certain ratio of cats to maybe grain stored. And if you didn't have enough cats to the amount of grain or to the amount of silos you had, then you would periodically get loss from rodents. Yeah, Walter, that's not surprising. So I heard about a map author that had released his map for internal testing with his paid supporters. And basically the map was in such a state that the fields were defined. None of the farms were laid out. Like, the foliage was maybe done. Roads weren't really defined. It was like in a raw state. And it's like, you're already sending it out. You're already releasing it for people to play on. Genetic J, how long have you been without power, man? Does not sound good. Tell you what, we got a lot of snow now. Man, look at this. Now we're gonna park this in this shed this time, because that other shed's roof was too low. Tractor fit in here? Yes. Oh, I mean, look at that. We got good stuff. Four hours. Take everything outside. It's a natural refrigerator. Did you get any snow down there or ice? I bet you were ice. Wind? We had like no wind. rations. Random Hero, thank you for subscribing. You are my hero for the night. We're about to get another layer of snow. I think this is the most snow I've ever had on a map. At least in 22. So let me tell you an interesting and fun little story. Some of you may not know that I had the privilege of testing Seasons in 19 before it released. And there was this really awesome bug that I found pre-release, about probably maybe a week, 2 weeks before release. It was getting down to the wire, where every time I exited the game and came back in, a new layer of snow would materialize. And there was supposed to be a max snow height. But the max snow height didn't work. And I had snow that was basically above the fences on the animal pens. It was hilarious. And at that point, like, all physics went out the water. It went out the window. Like, there was no grip on anything. It was like trying to drive on ice. It was hilarious. Yeah, if too much snow comes up, right, things just go completely bonkers. Oh, we got a hot. It's been snowing since December, non-stop. I don't know where it's piling up at. Apparently, I have 1,000 liters of manure. I don't know where it is. I don't really want to put down a manure pit because I don't know where I'd put it. I mean, the slurry trigger's right there. And yeah, see, that's too far away. Now let's go and put some straw in. Do we need water? We could go fill it water. Oh, that's interesting. How much milk do we have? Nope, not enough milk to haul. That's all good. So what is this? Giant dip. Weird. It would be interesting if there were negative effects to using road salt, right? Now in 19, salt only got rid of 1 layer of snow. I don't know if I got salt now, would it remove all the snow? Or is just 1 layer? We're gonna be going for like another 10 minutes. And it's March. Yeah, that's not realistic. I mean, salt isn't gonna eat through feet of snow. Oh, the snow's gone. No more snow. Oh, we have rain in the forecast. Can I buy a planter? No. Dang it. Alright, I need to look at planters. Planters! Let me plant some corn. I can't afford. I can't afford none of that. Alright, I'll have to lease the planter. How much does it cost to lease a decent planter? $12-meter planter lease. $11,000. How much money do I make per month? Why did I lose money that month? What did I... Oh, I bought the building. That was 70,000 construction cost. So I'm making like 20 grand a month. All right. It's happening, people. I like the, well, you know, it's nice that businesses have plowed the road here. And we're now a bakery owner. And we can make sweet cornbread. Nope. Cornbread. That's what I'm making. Cornmeal and butter makes cornbread. But for now, we're not making cake. We're not making pumpkin pie. We're not making apple pie. And we're not making sweet cornbread. Ta-da, there we go. Okay. Butter, we will continue to... Oh, we're out of milk. No, we're not leasing it in March. I wanted to see how much it's going to cost. So now I know how much it's going to cost. I know how much money I earn per month. I'll be able to afford it. Nine o'clock is early? I wouldn't really call 9 o'clock early. Unless you were going to bed at like 4. So yeah, we're going to be planting corn in April. And then we're going to be able to make corn flour down at our flour mill. We'll then take corn flour and make corn bread at the bakery. Because why not? We're also making ketchup, very little bits of ketchup because, well, we only get so many tomatoes out of our 3 greenhouses. But we make ketchup when we can. And next time we get together, we will be April. We'll be planting corn, assuming the snow goes away. Who knows? We will not be planting corn until March, or no, March and May. How long can we wait to plant corn? April and May. The snow better be gone by May, or we're done for. What the heck happened here? How come there's been nobody? Why is nobody plowing this road? It is a rough road. Nobody plows it. Oh, that snow's coming off the roof. That's good. I didn't see if we had snow on our bins. We probably did. I don't know. I think if you don't plow my road, you don't get my taxes either. I don't know why they'd be on strike. I mean, they make extra money. Alright, we got this going. I need to see if we need to bring more wheat down. We can supply more wheat. To feed our cows again. Should top off our greenhouses with water. Right, lots of work to do here in March. Lots of work to do here in March. But I do want to thank everybody for coming out and watching tonight. But that's where we're going to cut it. I just got some more filling up products to do. taking care of business, if you will. We'll see what turns of events happen tomorrow and Thursday. We didn't stream yesterday. Quite frankly, didn't really feel like it. Didn't feel like being super personable yesterday. So instead, I just managed to mow 3 of our 5 fields and bale 3 of our 5 fields of hay offline. Ingrained Codex, good night to you as well. Keep an eye on the channel for any live streams being posted in the future. Then also, if Giants posts a map over on the Giants Mod Hub, know that we will be doing a map video that same day and trying to get that out to you all. So until next time, happy farming.